Hello there, gods and beautiful goddesses of your reality. Welcome back. This is Manifest with Jenny and Nutritious Lives. Please like, subscribe and click the little bell icon so when I upload videos they come straight to you. It's not going to be a particularly long one today. I want to talk to you about intuition, and namely intuition when you're manifesting. And I'm just going to make it specific to manifesting SP, right? And what we do unwittingly without us even realising. But you can, like I say in so many videos, make this applicable to every area. So this could be a career, this could be, friends, whatever you want to manifest in your life, basically. But I think for you to understand, a lot of the time it's easier to go to it being SP related because it kind of consolidates better within your mind, but make it applicable to any area. Now, I do want to state that when manifesting and the law of assumption, law of attraction even, everybody is you pushed out. Now, I'm not going to go into detail about this because this is a topic that a lot of coaches talk about. It's a massive topic with regards to law of assumption, law of attraction and manifestation, and Neville Goddard's teachings and all the rest. But I haven't as yet made a video about everyone is you pushed out because every coach does it. So I am going to do my own rendition and my own take of it, but that's going to be future endeavours. But I'm not going to go into massive detail about that, but I just want you to understand that being the creator of your universe, co-creating with for me, my God of energy, source energy, then everybody is you pushed out. Your thoughts create. So that means everyone in your existence, right? So we put our thoughts out, our desires, our assumptions, law of assumption, and then the universe, as I like to call it, or your subconscious, whichever works for you, God, the Tao, source, we could go on, whatever specifically, Jesus, even, whatever you believe in. Mine is my God of energy and my subconscious. So I put my desires out and then I hold back and I allow my desires to come to me, right? But namely today, I wanted to talk to you about what it means with regards to manifesting and our intuition. Now, if you're a self-proclaimed empath, like I've always felt like I'm an empath, a very empathetic person, I've always felt like I've been somewhat controlled by my emotions, and I still believe that that's true because I learn through my emotions. I learn through being a kinesthetic learner. Touch, senses, emotion for me is what teaches me, and I'm okay with that. But what I didn't really understand, and what the essence of the video and to get over to you today, is that when I'll touch on, and again, this could be a separate video, which I will do on states. Again, I've talked about states. With intuition, and remember, we're talking about SP related just for today. So with intuition, if you're manifesting an SP, specific person, whether that be friends or a romantic relationship, we tend to feel like our intuition guides us with things. And the thing is, it's not that it's a bad thing, you know. I love being intuitive. I'm very spiritual, and I believe my intuition does guide me. But however, sorry about that clinging as well, I'm doing a stew. I'll just turn it down actually. Where was I? But it's all to do with our state. So, right, if we're in a state where we are anxious, say for example, you've just had a phone call and your boyfriend's told you, or your girlfriend's told you, that they've been cheating on you for the last 6 months, and it's all been revealed in this phone call that you're having. Now, intuitively, a lot of the time when you're an empath, you and I've dealt with this a lot with my clients. They'll say to me and my friends, I knew it. I instinctively, I intuitively knew that this person was with somebody else, sleeping with somebody else, or having an affair with somebody else. And what I want to get over to you today is, it's not that you're wrong, because that person has just proved to you your intuition from that state you're in, which was namely a negative state. So your thoughts had pushed out that, as it turns out, that your intuition and what your feelings were that he was or she was having an affair, or sleeping around, or whatever, or talking to somebody else. But your thoughts create, and so it's really important that you understand that it's not that we can always stop our intuition from that specific state that we're in, but we can guide ourselves out of that state by using opposite words, opposite phrases. Like I've always said to you, to go back to neutral. So if you're in a state where your feelings are that my circumstances, the 3D circumstances, are showing me this, so of course your brain has naturally come to that conclusion. What you need to do as a creator of your world, you're the goddess of your reality, you need to really coax yourself to come back to a neutral space to say, everything always works out for me. I'm gonna go through this feeling, this uncomfortable feeling, and I'm still gonna have what I desire, right? So this is what we need to do, because our thoughts can take us down this rabbit hole. If we are constantly dictated to by our 3D, which is the way that we've been taught from birth, I understand it, I get it, your feelings are extremely valid. But when you realise that you're creating your environment, we have a choice. So what do we want to choose? Do we want to choose to create more of that because our intuition from that state tells us to? Or do we want to bypass that to then change our state to be able to see it intuitively from another space? Because what I've learned is how I view things at a certain state and certain point in my life. So I'll talk about when I split up with my husband and I fell for someone. The way that I viewed the circumstances at that point with that person to how I look at things now is night and day, because I was intuitively going by the experiences that I'd had at that point. So now, because I've evolved with my states and I understand what they are, when those circumstances, if those circumstances were ever presented to me again, which they are, because we can't control everything. What our thoughts push out, we have to keep coming back to being the gods and goddesses of our reality. And this is a separate video, brazen impotence. Don't take no for an answer. If you're seeing something in your environment that you don't know, you don't like, you don't have to choose it. You can see it and see it for what it is, but you don't have to keep choosing it, as that is going to be your reality going forward. Every thought, feeling and circumstance will change, but we've just got to give it the patience and the faith until it builds into belief to know that that's what we're doing. That's what manifestation is at its core. So I'm not going to go too much. As I say, there is lots of videos that I want to do going forward, namely what I was talking about today, which is Everybody's You pushed out. But I wanted to make this key point because I'm hearing this a lot in my environment at the moment, and it's important to stress that our intuition in those moments is only as good as the state we're in. So I hope you got some benefit. As I always say, if there's something that you're unsure about or didn't articulate it with the right words, please reach out and I'll go through it with you. But I really hope that you got some benefit from today's video. I hope you're enjoying moms, dads, if you're with your kids. I hope you're enjoying having a bit of time with them, some quality time. Yeah, mine's slightly messy, but we're getting through it. I'm still breathing. It's only circumstances, right? No matter what my intuition says, I'm going to get through it. But I'm sending you lots of love, as always, and I will see you in the next one.